Welcome back to the Think Conversation. I'm with Nkosana Thobela still. And Nkosana is a former NAFCOC treasurer of Gauteng. He is a strategic networker. And Nkosana is a social capital formation practitioner. And Nkosana, welcome back again to the show.
Thank you, Prof.
I wanted to go to your awards, which I think inarguably it's one of your flagship program. The country is starting to recognize the BPI through those iconic awards.
Yes.
What informed this idea of awards? Why did you, and what is the character of the awards? Why did you think of the awards?
Yeah, thanks, Prof. You remember when in the earlier question, I mentioned that we are rich on everything, poor on implementation, and we misfire a lot on the leadership front. Now, you need to identify the challenge and try to resolve it. So the BPI awards, when they were conceived, they sought to identify excellent individuals, ethical leaders across different sectors, whom we as the BPI are saying to the country, the region, and the continent, this is the standard of leadership that leaders need to be held to. Standard of leadership that leaders need to be held to. Whether you're leading a school, you're leading a hospital, you're leading a municipality, you're leading a church, this is the standard of leadership that people must be held to. Then slowly, as we do this, society recognizes that anything other than this kind of leadership, stealing from the words that were once said by Dr. Ruel Khosa, interviewed by Mr. Given Mukari, said anything that is not leadership is misleadership. So we are fielding the people that we as the BPI Foundation are saying these people have demonstrated capabilities, demonstrated character, demonstrated attributes that need to be looked up to as a standard. And when society buys into that slowly, they will begin to reject any form of misleadership. That's what informed this.
I mean, your awards, I know there's an entrepreneur that the Think Conversation is very close to. And he said that the BPI awards are a property and a brand. And they have developed to a stage where they're actually starting to model the type of South African leadership that we want. And he says it was a courageous move for you guys at the BPI to take this bold step. And interestingly, you are not giving sitting politicians awards. Why are sitting politicians, I've looked at all your awards over the years, I've not seen any sitting politician receiving an award from the BPI. Do you want to share why? Why is that so?
Yeah, that's why
I said it's going to be rough.
Yeah, a bit rough. Prof, the political environment by nature is extremely turbulent. And the turbulence I'm referring to also speaks to how prone people in that space, how prone they are to scandal, and whether true or not, but how prone they are to scandal. And we've seen it over the years. Now, we wouldn't want to honor someone. Within a week, someone comes out, we see their names in the papers, for Miss Endeavor here and there or there. So
Or even if it's not true, but
even if it's not true, even if it's not true, unfair as it may sound, we also need to protect the integrity of these awards. We need to guard them jealously. So we took a decision that we are not writing off, because it would sound like we're writing off politicians, but we thought, let's look at retired politicians much later, preferably over the age of 70. If they live to 80, even better. Because by that time, they are less active in politics. Anything that would have needed to come out would have come out. If it didn't, would have no way of knowing, but would have done anything and everything to avoid that. And hence, we shy away from active politicians.
what is the criteria? I know you've got quite a number of awards.
Yes.
What are those awards, before we talk about the criteria? What are the awards? If you can tell us, what are the categories of the awards that...
Okay.
Quickly.
Yeah, please allow me to refer, Prof.
Yeah.
The awards that we have, the different categories, we have the Lifetime Achievement Award, we have the Special Award, we have the Global Peace Award, we have the Business Excellence and Leadership, we have the Black Business Advancement Award, we have the Mid-Mile Award, and we have the Future Leader Award. So these are the different categories.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about the big one, the Lifetime Achievement Award and the Special Award. Who are the luminaries that have received that? And how were they elected? I know the first recipient, the BPI, as you said, I attended one of your awards, you said the BPI Foundation chose that one.
Yes.
But what was the criteria about the subsequent ones, and who are those people?
Yeah, so the first, in the Lifetime Achievement Award, our first recipient is the late Professor Nkondo, may his soul rest in peace. That is the one that on our own, we presented our criteria to him and expressed that we have assessed everything, and we thought and still believe to this day that he was deserving. So he received the award. Immediately after, the board of the BPI Foundation took a decision that in order to uphold the standard at that level, we need to give the discretion to the awardee, to the recipient of the award, because we trust in their leadership, we believe in their integrity, they have a proven track record, a discretion to identify people that we should nominate. Actually, they're nominated by them, but people that we should endorse as the BPI Foundation and give awards to. So then Professor Nkondo was then followed by others like Judge Navi Pillay, the former commissioner of Human Rights.
The United Nations Human Rights
Commissioner, that one, yes. In 2023, we've had Mama Nana Mathebula, Dr. Gebi Mathebula, we have Dr. Kefa Siminya, Dr. Leta Mbulu. In the most recent edition, which was last year, we had Mama Zanele Mbegi, we had Dr. John Kani. Yes, so these, all of them, actually all but one, came from that thinking and agreement that the first recipient should then nominate, then the others that followed after the first recipient also nominate. So they give us 4 names from whom to decide on who we honor in a particular edition. We took a slight turn, it's a slightly different route when we honored Justice Navi Pillay. We were cognizant that the then recipient, being a male, would have stood the risk of a male giving us 4 males. So he said, look, let's manage that by on our own identifying a woman leader who's befitting so that we can diversify. Yeah, so with regard to that top award, that's where we are.
So this year you have other awards?
Yes.
And it's not a secret, some of them were out there in the news. Are you bringing the Pope to come and do a keynote address, What should we expect this year? You are bringing the Pope, it's possible.
Yeah, no, we're not at that level yet, Prof. But yes, it is possible. The keynote speaker at this year's awards will be confirmed by the end of this week. Will be confirmed by the end of this week, but it would be at the same standard that of the other speakers that we've had before. Last year we had the Secretary General of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, who traveled all the way from Ghana to give a keynote address, who's by the way got our received our award. And the year before we had Reverend Frank Chikane, and the year before we had Umam Nolita Fakude. So that's the level at which the keynote addresses have been, and the standard will be upheld. And I don't know if I could quickly go into the recipients for...
Yeah. If there are any other recipients that we need...
It's out there in the news already, and it's been in the media. And so at the level, at the top, without going into much detail, we have Dr. Ruel Khoza, we have the former president of Mozambique, Dr. Joachim Chissano, His Excellency, and we have Mr. Rolf Meyer. We have people like Mrs. Dr. Rinosi Mokate. We have our legendary rugby coach.
So you have Rassi Erasmus?
Yeah, we have Rassi Erasmus. Yeah, we have Rassi Erasmus. And many others, and from leadership, business leadership, in this instance, the former president of the Black Business Council, Mr. Sandile Zungu. Yeah, but it's loaded. There's many others. Yeah. I think I've only counted about 5, but I think we're sitting with 18.
18 this year.
18 this year. Yes.
Okay, and I have to say that you have Arena, BDTV,
yes,
as your partner,
yes,
in this thing, as your media partner in this thing.
Yes.
And the Think Conversation being hosted by BDTV, I think I will not be out of order when I thank you for having chosen BDTV as one of your partners to your awards. And that brings us to the end of today's conversation with Nkosana Thobela. South Africa is a country that has leadership beyond politicians. The BPI has dedicated itself to finding them where they are, recognizing them with its awards program, and present them to South Africa as men and women who make this country what it is. Great nations are mirrored through the civil society activities they choose to give airtime. We are entering an era in South Africa where genuine and earned talent must be foregrounded to change the nation's course so that the country can be competitive and compete with other countries in the world as a peer. I'm Lucky Mathebula from the Think Conversation, hosted on BDTV. Thank you.